Peace, 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 my peaceful people. What's good? It's your brother man, Sayanu, coming to you from the morning side. Yo. So, so I returned from overnight, right? I'm a little tired, right? But, you know, I have to get on here. I got to finish this thing we're doing here, right? And finish our readings for the folk, right? So I just ask that if my energy isn't so up today, forgive me. You know, yeah, y'all know what it is. So, yeah. Is there anything, yeah, you know, just kind of continuation. Y'all gotta excuse me, I was meditating, you know, trying to get myself into this energy so that I could say the right thing for you guys. Alright, so here we go. This is for my Cancers. Peace, peace. For my Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Nodian folk. Alright. We are going to read for the cycle. Alright. So, you know, let's open up and channelize. If this is you, then this is you. Okay, so here we go. For my Cancers. The Metu Neter says, I've already blessed the cards, and as you can see, I'm blessing the energy here now, so clearing the energy, purifying the energy. Yeah. Morning side. Okay, for my Cancers, for the cycle of Heru, what does God want you to know? Bam. Heru tu Jas. That's what God wants you to know so far. Alright, so far we have harmony, right? Oh, okay. Tehuti to ma'at. Well, not so harmony, not so harmonious. Right? Okay, so we got Heru and Heru Tehuti. So, y'all see what's going on here? There's a lot of life force, right? Het is the house of Heru, the life force. The house of the life force. This is where the life force originates, right? Het Heru is the gonads, is the sexual organs, right? This is where the vitality begins, right? This is where the life force, the libido, you know, starts, right? Heru. Okay, so it starts there. The house of Heru, okay? But then we have, and that was Heru 2, which is positive Chas, right? 2 Chas, Heru 2 Chas. Heru, life force, Kahut. Life force, Kahut is like, it's a fire, it's a force, and it's T, so it's doubled, right? The force of the life force doubled, right? Right, but Kahut has to do with the fire, the light, the force of the fire and the light, if I'm not mistaken, right? So this is Heru, life force, Kahut, bolstered, right, or doubled, T, Heru Kahuti. Right, so this is when Heru raises to the level of, you know, or I should say raises for aggression, okay, fighting, or, right, when it's paired with Heru many times is loving, right? Right? Heru will do something different to Heru Kahuti, right? He will use his fire to pleasure this Heru person, or, you know, situation. Heru and Heru Kahuti they've had relationships. They've had relationship, right? They are known to hang out. So anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. You know I'm tired. Heru Tuchas with Heruka Huti Tuma'at, right? This is a kind of a positive manifestation of sexual energy, right? I mean, this sexual energy is what it is. You kind of make it positive and negative, but at least the suits are open. Okay, because this could be for positive or negative, right? But the suits are open, okay, right? So this is, you see this combination. You think sexy, you think lust, right? You think, especially when tem is like lust, right? But this could be lust too. You know what I'm saying? These are like, Heru is still in the Sahu, right? Heruka Huti is in the Eb part of the spirit, which is the governorship of the spirit, right? The governorship over the Sahu part, right? Again, the Sahu is that aspect of us that is not so morally inclined, right? It's, it's focused on, pleasures and gratification, and, it's not, I can't just say it like that. It's, how should I say, it's not, the Sahu is that portion of us that is in the world and of the world. Okay, so that's Heru. Heru is in the world and of the world, right? Whereas the Eb now is the governorship of the world, right? Heruka Huti itself actually represents the enforcement of the law, or the, like the cops, right? Fire, policemen, right, and firemen are actually governed by this principle, right, in life, right? This principle also is governorship over your immune system and your urges to add aggression, like we say. Okay, so I think I'm kind of honing this point in, right? Life force, a lot of life force manifestation here for the Cancer this cycle. Very positive that it is actually Heteru cycle, and you have a Heteru reading, right? That is open, right? That is has a very positive potential, right? Be mindful of the Heruka Huti, right? Heruka Huti is great to have with the Heteru, right? Long as you are wise in the way that you're dealing with this life force energy, right? Hopefully, you are with a significant other and not just an other, right? Well, with this, you can be, yeah. With this, we can go wild. You can go, you can get nuts with this, But in a relationship, this is good money, right? This is this is Friday night fun. You know what I mean? Into Saturday and Sunday too. All right, so let us go into the I Ching and get some more stuff. Open stress. Open stress. Closed. Open stress, closed. Boy, that's sloppy. Closed. Closed. Closed stress. Close stress. Open. Okay, this is the 33. Retreat into the 43. Resolution. Okay, retreat into resolution. Well, at least it ain't slipping in the darkness. I don't know why it's just there. I think it's a comment on my energy. No, I ain't gonna cheat, y'all. I'm gonna lift my energy up, so so we don't cheat, right? Okay, so we got the hexagram 33. 33 is the hexagram of retreat, right? Okay, so retreat means to fall back, right? Okay, what are you falling back from? Okay, let's see. The first line is tail end the retreat, right? So is that the first or the third line? I don't know. Let us see. before I go into all of that, let's see. Okay, all right, so I'm just, so retiring, right? Retiring is when you withdraw, right? So you're withdrawing your energy or something, right? Perhaps this is, okay, it's starting to come into view, but let's see here. Retiring at the tail. My person was right. You know, as Jupiter people, we love to say that. I don't know. I got to admit it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I like to say that. My person likes to say that. All right, here we go. Retiring at the tail. The position is dangerous. No goals should be sought. This line is at the foot of the mountain and at the tail of the retirement. Meaning, okay, so picture this. Picture two parties. One is running and one is chasing, right? Right, when I say parties, right, there's a group, right? So two groups, right? There's a running group and a chasing group. So they are kind of running single file through an alleyway, right? So the one at the back, right? That's what this is, right? That person who is right in direct proportion to the enemy. Right? The enemy is up on this individual because they're at the back end of the retreat. Right? They're retiring. They're retiring at the tail. Okay, it's a dangerous position. No goals should be sought. Okay. This line is a foot. The time and the position are not right for any advancement. Hence, goals should not be sought externally. Right? You shouldn't be trying to do too much with this particular line, right? Because it's not going to go your way, right? You're at the tail end, right? So that's saying, you know, right now you're at the at the tail end. So don't do anything externally. You still should be always inwardly trying to deal with what you're trying to deal with, right? Trying to accomplish what you're trying to bring into effect or accomplish or whatever, right? Being at the tail end is obviously a dangerous position in any withdrawal. In addition, the base of the mountain is solid and stodgy. The two symbols combined imply a certain lack of wisdom, judgment, and dynamic energy. For the most part, too, these persons will let others do the leading. Okay? Or these persons should let others do the leading because of their weak position in this whole situation. Right, okay, so that's that first line for my cancers, right? What am I doing here? Alright, so that's the first line. First line says, don't seek no goals. Alright, getting to the second line. Right, the second line. He holds fast to thongs of yellow oxide which cannot be parted. Okay, so rather than read all that, this is a clear line that is, this is when you're trying to retreat and someone is holding on, right? This is someone who don't want to let you go, right? So, yeah, so that's basically what's happening here, right? First line, your retreat is, you know, you're in direct contact with the enemy, so you don't be trying to do too much, right? The next line, right, as you retreat, someone is holding on. So be mindful of that. All right, and at the top line is honorable withdrawal. Everything favorable. Here at the top of the hexagram, the withdrawal is complete. All external impediments have been discarded and the right inner way has been found, from which external good comes of itself. These persons will be found in many walks of life. They will know that the rendering of service to others is part of the will of the Creator, and they will not strive for gain with selfish or egotistical motives. Their purpose will mainly be to help others using their own capacities to the maximum. For the most auspicious, he will be fortunate in all aspects of life. I'm trying to get it together, y'all. Having good health and good position and adequate wealth. right? He will follow the mean, or he should follow the golden mean, and will not be concerned about position or esteem. These will likely come to him automatically. So at the top line, this is like a wise retreat, right? This is the individual who assesses the situation and says, okay, time for me to back away, right? So, and this is done, you know, in a wise kind of way. This is, you know, right. Okay, so now this retreat goes into the 43, right? The 43rd hexagram is the hexagram of resolution. What do we mean? Resolution is basically saying to be resolute, right? So what's implied is that it's like resolute with what, right? It's really, this is a hexagram where, if, you know, it's mostly things that you need to stop, right? Your conditionings, you need to be resolute about changing them, right? And this really could be anything that you need to be resolute about, right? It's going to come up, right? But, you know, ultimately, as the lines go, you know, we're speaking to an internal condition that needs to be growed, right? Grown, something like that. Growed up. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so when we look at the Het Heru-Tu Chas with the Heruko-Huti-Tu Ma'at, 33 into the 43, right? It looks like lust. This looks like a lustful circumstance from which you need to retreat. 43 says resolutely, right? This is like, you know, the 43rd hexagram is a situation where something, you know, that you dealt with comes back, right? You know, the analogy is of crabgrass, right? Crabgrass needs to be pulled away from the roots because the potential for it to come back is so strong, right? So that's what's happening here. This resolute comes on the board. You're dealing with something that you have been dealing with, right? And, you know, you're probably going to be dealing with, because this thing just, so it's a matter of being resolute. Right? It's a matter of being, you know, it's like, all right, no matter how many times you come back, you're out. Okay, we're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So this could be that. This could be that type of circumstance where you have to retreat from someone who won't let you go and be resolute about it, right? You got to close that door. You know what I'm saying? That's what's being said here. You got to close the door, right? Perhaps this is lust for an individual, right? Maybe this is a relationship situation where, you know, you have someone who is tempting to hold on to you, hold on to your energy, you know, through psychic means, right? Through black magic and sending demons, and, you know, all of that's a thing, you know what I'm saying? If these walls could talk, they would tell you the stories that come through. Anyway, yeah, so that's what this is looking like. This is like, yeah, Het Heru. You had to deal with this in a Heruko-Huti way, right? Because that's, you know, we said the combination is lust, but we could break this down and say, you know, the Het Heru faculty needs to be policed, right? Heruko-Huti. So, yeah, and that's what this all is looking like, right? With this 33 into the 43. Okay, let's go into the tarots to see what they're talking about. Hey, if y'all on the East Coast, man, get outside. It's nice out there. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, you know, yeah, wear your jacket, you know, but the sun is beaming. It's nice, man. Good day to walk through a park. Yep, I would have did that if I wasn't tired. Okay, here we go with the tarot. Tarot says 7 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Cups. Het Heru, Heruko-Huti. Okay, on the bottom we have the 9 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. So yeah, this is about sex. This is about retreating from something that ain't right sexually, something that is weird, something that is stifling or hurting you in some way, right? Okay, 7 of Cups. We got on the bottom, we got the 9 of Cups. And then the Seven of Swords, right? Seven of Swords is deception. Deception concerning the wish fulfillment, right? Seven of Cups is many times illusions, right? This is, you know, you see her, she is praying to the goddess, right, about these cups, right? She's like, please, please give me them cups. I need them cups, please. And the guy's saying, hey, okay, well, you know, you have a choice here, but be careful because everything inside these cups is may not necessarily be what you want. That's the counsel with this particular card, right? Is that, you know, it's a matter of having choices, right? Having options, right? But these options may not necessarily be what you want, you know. So be careful, right? Because then again, you know, when we look to it, we got the wish being granted, right? She was praying for that dude with the wings to come through, right? God said, all right. The goddess, right? She said, all right, I'll give it to you, right? So that's the Nine of Cups. She got her wish fulfilled, right? But something's going on. What's that going on with that Seven of Swords sitting over top of all of this, right? Somebody sneaking away with the sword. Look at that dude. I like this card, the way this card depicts this. This dude got all, he just left. He came out of that door, okay? And he got all them swords. They going with him. He ain't playing with y'all. He out. so yeah, right? Resolute. Hence the need to be resolute about leaving the situation, right? You got illusions on the table, right? Seven of Cups. Wish fulfillment. And then that wish not being what you wanted. Okay? Yeah, Heteru to Chas, right? Heteru is sex, right? Heteru is pleasure, right? But then Herukahuti is aggression. Herukahuti is cutting. So you're in a situation where you have to cut with some level of pleasure, right? Some certain pleasure is needing to be done, Cancer, right? You got to stop doing something. You have to retreat. Okay, you're at the tail end of your retreat. You know, whatever it is keeps bothering you. You know what I mean? It won't let you go, right? But yeah, you got to be wise about this and resolutely deal with it. Okay, that's what the reading is, folks. All right. Yeah, I hope y'all can see that. It looks backwards from my end, right? But yeah. It looks like graffiti too. Take a meditative look. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get close with it. You know? Alright, y'all. So yeah, man. That's the reading for you Cancers, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all be careful, man. Heteru and Herukahuti get together, boys. Some sparks gonna fly. But just be prepared, right? Just deal with it right. Alright. So that is that. And we're going to say peace and love. We're going to see y'all next time.